Hi guys, it's Candace back with another video. Today's video, I just wanted to talk to you guys about how I, little old Candace, almost went to jail. If I were ever, God forbid, knock on wood, I mean whatever I gotta do to avoid this at all costs, but if I were to ever get in that much trouble and went to jail, they would trade me for toilet paper. Let's be real, okay? Because your girl can't fight. What the hell am I supposed to do? How am I going to defend myself? Like, the butch girls come up to me and they're like,
"Hey, Candy, what's up?"
I'll be like, oh my god, please don't me.
It would be so bad. Oh my god. Oh my god. I hope you're rewind. Okay, so here's what happened. I was driving to work. I live like 30 minutes away from my job, first of all. The commute sucks, but it's Florida, so of course you're gonna have to drive everywhere you go. You can't walk, you can't take a bus. It's just not like in up north where you can travel easily without driving. I'm on my way to work, and I wanted to stop by Panera to get a breakfast bagel, but I had just started this new rule in my store where you could only be 5 minutes late for work. So on the 6th minute, it's considered like an official tardy, and I have to like write people up and stuff for that. So obviously, me being the store manager, I have to follow my own rules that I set into place. But it was like 8:50, maybe like 8:56, and I was like, damn, I could totally be on time for work. And Panera is like literally across the street from my job. It's like, you could even say it's in the same plaza. You just have to like drive around the plaza. So needless to say, I could have ordered it to go, and I could have made it on time with my breakfast bagel. Could have got to work before 9:06 or whatever. So I'm driving, and I was doing the speed limit. The speed limit was 70 on the road that I was on, and I was doing probably 76, 77 the whole time. Well, there was like a monster truck in front of me, so I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to pass this monster truck. I'm going to get off on the exit, which is like 2 seconds away from me as soon as I pass this truck, and I'll be on my way to Panera to get my breakfast bagel. Well, I speed up to pass the truck. I probably was doing like 81, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish. So anyways, I speed up to pass the truck, and of course, the freaking car that I go in front of is an undercover cop car. Here's the kicker. He turns on his lights. I'm literally like a quarter of a mile from my exit. Not even a half mile, quarter of a mile. So I'm like, fuck me, this can't be happening. So I pull over, and he's still got his lights on, and he's like signaling like this. And I'm like, what is he signaling me to? Like, I can't move it over anymore, guy. There's a guardrail right there. What the hell is he doing? So then I keep looking in my rearview mirror. Not only did he pull me over, he pulled over the lady behind me. I guess because she was like following my driving patterns the whole time. Had a double whammy, 2 for 1. I think it was like a Tuesday or a Thursday, which in case you didn't know, I feel like that's the day that the cops give out the most tickets. It's Tuesdays and Thursdays, so be wary on the roads on those days. Yeah, so he pulls me over, he pulls over the girl behind me, so now I'm like, fuck me, now I'm gonna be super fucking late, of course. I could have just been on time and not got the breakfast bagel, but being the greedy, gluttonous Candace that I am, I had to have this fucking breakfast bagel. First thing that he asked me was like, where are you going or something? And I was like, oh, I was just trying to move around this truck so I can actually get off on this exit right here. I'm on my way to work. It's like, well, you almost took off my damn bumper when you went around me. That's a lie. That's a lie. I wasn't even close to you. So stop tripping, okay? That made me so mad because that was such a fucking lie. I wasn't even close to his car at all. He goes, gets the girl's license. He got my license. He goes back to his car. He comes back with our tickets. He's got 2 tickets for me. One is a speeding ticket for whatever, over whatever. And the next ticket is driving with a suspended license ticket. And he files both of my charges as criminal charges. So I had to go to court. Like, I couldn't even pay a fee. I called and I was like, hey, can I avoid going to court? I just want to pay this off and get this all done with. And they said, no, it's mandatory that you have to go to court. So I had to wait for the court to send me a court date. I couldn't even call to schedule one. Like, oh, baby has something to say. Say hi. Hi. court date. So, I'm sorry, I had to wait to receive my court date. So I waited like 2 weeks before I even got a court date in the mail. So my mom finally got the court date at her house. And so I had to go to court the 22nd or something like that. So, go to court. I had Car Baby with me. I had Mo, who you guys probably remember from Moments with Mo. And we get into the courtroom, and of course, there's like 15 other cases in the same courtroom as us. What's wrong? What's wrong? Of course, there's like 15 other cases in the courtroom with us. Car gets restless right away and starts baby banter. So the police officer comes up to my boyfriend and he's like, would you guys mind waiting in the other room? And he was like, what's your name? I'll call you when your case comes up. And he thought that my boyfriend was the one who had the charge against him. I guess because he's black. I don't want to be racist about this, but I'm just saying. He automatically assumed that the charges were filed against my boyfriend. And my boyfriend got such a kick out of it. He just had a giant smile on his face, and he was like, it ain't for me, it's for her. And I was like, oh God, here we go. So I knew he was going to make fun of me all day because of that, and sure enough, he did. I told him my name, and then we had to wait in the waiting room, which was next door. We waited probably about an hour and 15 minutes. We got there at 9 o'clock. We waited about an hour and 15 minutes, so it was like 10:30-ish, 10:15, 10:30-ish when we went in. So I go in, they call names in alphabetical order. Of course, my last name has to be towards the end, so that's why I had to wait so long. Well, it ended up being just the last 3 people in the courtroom left, and the judge was like, okay, since there's only 3 of you here, let's just go in order of how you're sitting. So the lady that was in front of me went up to the stand, went up to the stand. She was an older lady. She was probably like 50 plus, okay? And this is the first case that I had heard because I had been in the other waiting room the whole time. So this lady goes up to the stand and he's like, oh, you're being charged with DUI. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what am I doing here? Why am I here? Like, seriously, a speeding ticket? And this lady had a DUI? Are you kidding me? Oh, I was mind blown. Yeah, she had like a DUI and like other charges and this and that. And I'm just like, all I did was speed. That's it. Then he's like, calls me up. I go up to the stand and he's like, the lady, like the lady that represents the state of Florida who filed the charges against me or whatever, she whispered or she like says something to the judge. And the judge was like, oh yeah, that's right. He was like, well, we're dismissing your speeding ticket. And we're lessening your charge from criminal to civil. So if you choose to plead not guilty today, all you have to do is pay $163. Sorry, if you choose to plead guilty or no contest, you could pay the $163 and everything would be done and over with, and you can get your license back. And I was like, abso-freaking-lutely. So I was like, hell yeah, sign me up for that shit. I just agreed to plead no contest because I didn't want to go to trial for this anyway. Why would I go to court for a speeding ticket? This is ridiculous. Like, it's a waste of everyone's time. It's a waste of the judge's time. It's a waste of the court's time, money, energy, effort, everything. Needless to say, all my charges were stupid and they all got dropped. That's how I almost went to jail. Oh, funny story about that. So my mom was like telling me the whole story because the reason that I got in trouble in the first place was I run tolls a lot and whatever. It should be free to drive on the road, okay? Just saying. But, so my parents were like, oh, Candace, they were like, you better be careful. One day you're going to get caught. You're going to get a ticket. And sure enough, that day finally came. So I was telling my mom that I had to go to court. And she was like, girl, don't even worry about it. She was like, I'm going to hook up your commissary money. She told me I was going to be the most popular girl in the jail because I was going to have all the good snacks and I could trade them. I was like, Mommy, I can't do this. Finally, everything worked out, and your girl is almost back on the road driving, so that's super exciting. And I didn't go to jail. Thanks for watching. See you guys on the next video.